Thousands of Canadians are gathering across the country today to mark an annual event known as 420. It's a rally for the legalization of marijuana. This year's activities have been given a boost by some legal changes in the U.S. and the contribution of one very generous donor. CBC's Artie Pohl is at the Toronto demonstration. She joins us now. Artie, marijuana advocates have come out in force, so tell us what's happening down there.
Well, certainly the city known as the Big Smoke has taken on a whole new meaning today. You can see hundreds of people gathered here in Dundas Square to celebrate 420. This is to celebrate the use of marijuana and also to push government to change legislation surrounding the use of the drug. So while there are hundreds of people out here in Toronto, there are many events like this going on across the country today, and the event is a little bit different this year because of that financial boost that you mentioned. There's a man, Bob Erb, a BC man. Last year, he won $25 million in the lottery, and he's a longtime marijuana activist. He's decided to pledge $1 million to events like this. So he's committed $1 million to fund national campaigns to end what he calls the criminal prohibition of cannabis in the country. Bob Erb calls it the biggest social injustice of his lifetime. So the event is a little bit different this year, getting that financial boost. Now, currently in Canada, the possession of marijuana is a criminal offense. You could face jail time or a fine. Of course, there are exceptions when it comes to the medical use of the drug.
Now, we've seen developments in the legal status. South of the border, Washington and Colorado voted to legalize the drug in November. What impact is that having on the legalization campaign here?
Well, certainly some of the people who are out here today are feeling a little bit more optimistic given those developments south of the border. So last year, it was the change in legislation in November of 2012, making it legal in Colorado and the state of Washington to possess up to 28 grams of the drug. And in Colorado, users could grow up to 6 plants. This is what one of the people who I spoke with today had to say about those developments in the U.S.
Canada has always mirrored themselves on the U.S. policies, and with our government currently clamping down and trying to throw us all in jail, the U.S. is going the other way, and they're letting people out of jail for crimes, pot crimes, and legalizing. It needs to be legalized.
But it is important to note, of course, that under U.S. federal law, marijuana still is illegal.
Artie, thanks for the latest on this.